What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over ranking our top centers right now in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM on a tier list. Now, I got to be honest. At the center position, there is way less guys we could really go over and talk about than the power forward tier list. I did want to include most of the guys that I did feel were useful at either the power forward or center position that were of a decent height. So like, for example, a guy like Pascal Siakam. I know he's got center eligibility, but if you're running Spicy P, you're probably more than likely running him at that at the power forward position compared to the center position. It's just realistic where we're at. But let's go into it. Let's dive into our top centers right now in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. And I'm going to break down basically all these cards. Let's start with Claxton. Here's the deal with Nick Claxton. He is a plus 15 three ball away from being a really great budget big in this game. The problem is he has a 55 three ball. That's the problem. His dunking is good. His defense is good. And honestly, as far as like a budget big man is concerned, he's good. Right? Like, I'm not even going to sit up here and hate on him as a budget big man because when I'm looking at him, he's good. He's 6'11", has a good frame, has 79 speed, has every defensive badge people could really ever want. And so when I'm looking at things with Claxton, I actually really do like the card. Throwing him at D tier just because of that three ball, but I don't think he's that bad. And especially if you compare him to a guy like Brook Lopez. Now again, way different cards here. I'm not even going to sit up here and act like they're the same. Brook Lopez is 7'1". Brook Lopez is going to have, you know, a bigger player model, player build. Way different cards here for sure, right? But at the end of the day, the problem with Brook Lopez is, look at the speed rating, guys. 67 speed. 67 speed compared to Claxton's 79 speed is a big difference. Yes, Brook Lopez has a decent three ball. His release is better than it's been in the past couple of years. But guess what, guys? The release is still no longer great. It's still no longer a release that when I'm looking at Brook Lopez is a positive part of the card. It's fine, right? It's usable, but it's no longer a release that I'm really super, it's better than it's been in past years, right? I'm no longer saying like it's unusable, but it's still not a great release. It's still not a card in Brook Lopez that I'd pay anything really for. He's fine, but I'm putting him at D tier too. Pink Diamond Kristaps Porzingis. I think you have to go S tier with Kristaps. Now, I gotta be honest. I have not played with or against Kristaps yet this year. So, again, am I gonna be wrong on my opinion on him? Maybe. Quite honestly, maybe. I do think he is S tier. I don't think he is the best, center in the game, though. And let's talk about it. KP 7'2", massive on the floor. Release-wise, does that Kristaps release. Go shoot with the Atlanta Hawks and shoot around if you want to see what that release gets into. Obviously, this is the Dallas Mavs Kristaps, but still going to have, a same release. 93 three ball. I want to start there. 93 three ball. Kristaps should literally never miss for you, ever. 93 three ball is crazy. He's 7'2" as well, so he should be getting open, basically super easy. 80 speed, solid dunking, defensively is okay, 24 base badges. KP actually looks like a really good card. I think the holdup for me is, I don't know if that Kristaps release this year is going to be what it's been in the past. Because in the past, he's had one of the easier releases to green, and he was also able to shoot over people, right? And I think that's something that this year a lot of people can't do, right? Bosh can shoot over people, but if you look at a lot of the bigs, like Joel Embiid can't shoot over people. Even Jack Sikma's release isn't a release that really, you shoot over people in bulk with. And so that's something that I'd obviously look at for KP is, can you shoot over people with that release? Either way, he's 7'2", he is S tier, but I don't know how good he truly is. Tyson Chandler up next, and Tyson Chandler's an interesting card for a variety of reasons. But here's the deal with Tyson Chandler. He is going to be defensively one of the better cards on this list. 7 feet tall, wide player build, 21 base badges, solid speed, great defensive stats. Like, again, defensively, there's not any real flaws of Tyson Chandler. My whole thing is he's got a 62 three ball. Are you guys consistently greening with the 62 three ball? I don't know. I played against JC2K a while back, and he greened like a 13% in the corner with Tyson Chandler. So I know you can green with his release, but it's just like, I don't know how great Tyson Chandler is. I'm going to put him at B tier for now. But again, defensively, he's one of the best cards we'll talk about today. So just for that alone, he might end up going higher. Antonio McDyess, I think I've got to put it B tier because, at the center position, he's got to go down because he's only 6'9", right? He's only 6'9". I like him statistically, but only being 6'9" definitely hurts the card quite a bit. Miles Turner, perfect addition into A tier. I am higher, personally, on Miles Turner than most people. And again, I don't know why most people hate on Miles Turner, because again, when I think about Miles Turner, I think about a really, really, really good center in this game. Solid 3-ball, dunks the ball well, defensively really, really good. Some people hate on the Miles Turner release. Again, I don't get it. I don't know why. I think Miles Turner is a really good center in this game. Wilt Chamberlain up next. I guess I'll go A tier. Look, at the end of the day, Wilt cannot shoot the ball for you. So he's not S tier. But he does a lot of things really, really well. Again, inside scoring is going to be good. Defense is going to be good. The hard part for Wilt is he does not fit the meta of a game. It is really hard right now to run an inside center on this game. If you know, you know. It's hard to 3-hunt. It's harder than it's really ever been on this game. You go back a couple of weeks, Wilt was probably more valuable when you could shoot fades and get free boards with him. It's just like at this stage, I just don't see how you can sit up here and act like Wilt is just a crazy good big man. Again, more so than anything for me, it's the lack of, shooting ability from other guys. Again, inside centers are most valuable when you can shoot frees like with Wilt Chamberlain on the roll. It's just no longer what it once was. Jaren Jackson Jr. up next. You guys can hate me all you want. Quite honestly, I do not care. He's going S tier. Every time I play against Jaren, the dude is immaculate. He's immaculate. His release is so good. I don't know what it is. I feel like his release is either too quick or it's hard to contest. One of those two. I rarely get contests on Jaren Jackson Jr. So again, for me, I can't hate on him. 6'10", sure, I wish he was a little bit taller. Sure, I think he's better at power forward. But look at his stats. He's got literally zero flaws in this card whatsoever. There's not one thing that I look at Jaren and I'm like, dang, I wish that was better. He's got everything he needs. The card is incredibly good. And again, if you're not one to love Jaren, I don't know what to tell you, because the card is immaculate on this game. S tier for Jaren. Giannis up next. I'm throwing Giannis at A tier. I think I'm fine with it. At the end of the day, Kristaps is better than him. At the end of the day, Jaren is better than him. Giannis's release is somewhat slow. He's got a 65 3-ball, I believe. I don't know if you guys are going to be consistent with greening that. I'm sorry, Giannis. At this stage, you're going A tier. I cannot recommend people picking you up. And it's not like you're terrible. It's not like you're going to be an absolute liability. It's just the fact of the matter is your 3-ball is too low. You've got no hot spots. Your release is baited. How am I supposed to hype you up that much? I just don't think I can. I'm sorry to Giannis Antetokounmpo, but you are going A tier. And this is coming from myself. I used to run Giannis, man. It's not like I want Giannis to be here, but it's just where he's got to be right now. And I don't know why, but it is what it is. I don't trust him to knock down shots on a consistent basis at all. And because of that, I'm sorry, Giannis, but you are ultimately going at A tier. It is what it is. Next up, PJ Brown. Look, I don't hate PJ Brown at all. Because at the end of the day, PJ Brown is going to get you stops. He's going to knock down shots on a somewhat consistent basis. I think I've got to go A tier, because I think when you compare him to Tyson Chandler, he's going to knock down shots more consistently than him. So I think for PJ Brown, he's got to go A tier. Yes, the same tier as Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, PJ Brown is going to shoot the ball way more consistent than Giannis. It is what it is. I can only do so much. He is going to shoot the ball better than Giannis. I do wish his speed was slightly higher. The 81 speed, I don't want to say is terrible. It's just somewhat troll. People got mad at OG Anunoby's speed for being 83. And yeah, I know he's a guard, so it's a little different, but it's the same type of situation, right? The speed matters a ton, and PJ Brown's speed being so low, obviously, is not ideal. Obviously, it's something you wish was just slightly higher. Willis Reed up next. This one's tough. I do think Willis Reed is better at the power forward position than the center position. But because of his release being so good, it's really tough for me to hate on him at all. His release is literally so good. I think I've got to go low S, because at the end of the day, he is going to bring something to the table that other people can't. And that's something I think is really, really valuable for the card. It's he brings something so important, so valuable to the table that, again, most people just don't bring. And so for that, I think you got to at least somewhat respect what he can bring to the table in Mr. Willis Reed. And again, it's something that I can respect as well. Again, most people cannot just get open and get a decent shot like Willis Reed can on a consistent basis. Got to throw him at S tier. Shaq up next. I'm going to throw him at A tier, but honestly, I don't even like Shaq and Wilt at A tier, to be honest with you. I don't even know, and you guys are going to clown me for this, but I don't even know if they're that good. And again, clown me if y'all want, but genuinely, like, what do they bring to the table that other cards don't? That's the thing for me, is I don't even know if I want to put them this high. And again, maybe I'm being too negative, too low on the cards, but that's just kind of where I'm at and how I feel about them. So I don't know. Y'all can hate me if y'all want, but I just don't know for Shaq and Wilt, for inside bigs, if they should even be this high. So I guess A tier is where I'm at with them, but I don't even know if that is ultimately the right tier. Vlade Divac up next. I don't know, man. He can stretch the court, but it's like his defense is so bad. I think I gotta go D tier because of the 59 speed and agility, but he does stretch the court well. I'm gonna go D tier. Victor Wembanyama up next. Low S. And when I say low S, no, I mean low S. I do not love Wemby on this game at all. And I don't know why people do. It's like, what does Wemby really bring to the table? Again, I'm not trying to hate on him, but it's just like, I really don't know when it comes down to it. Like, what is he really bringing to the table? I don't know. Like, he's obviously 7'4", but it's like his release is just fine. It's nothing crazy. 79 speed, 77 agility. Height is no longer as valuable as it once was. I'm sorry for Wemby. He's still S tier, but low S. Like, it's where I'm at. Is he better than Jaren and Willis? Maybe, but he's still low S. Diamond Jack Sigma, A tier. I love Jack Sigma. The diamond and the pink diamond are literally basically the same, so I gotta find the pink diamond Jack Sigma somewhere. I am gonna be slightly higher on pink diamond Jack Sigma just because he's free. Pretty self-explanatory there, but Jack Sigma, S tier and A tier, respectively. Kwame Brown up next, A tier. Like, if you got Kwame Brown, he is really, 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 really good. And you guys can say, oh, Ty, you're just gassing him. What can Kwame not do? I will say I don't necessarily love the catch and shoot release on Kwame, but other than that, like, what can he not do? He knocks down shots, he plays great defense, rebounding the ball, he's incredibly good. I just don't know what downsides you could possibly have to Kwame Brown at all. Like, I genuinely don't. I'm trying to think about it, but it's like, I guess his release is the only downside, because to me, when I've used Kwame Brown, that's the only thing I've personally struggled with. But that's not me saying, like, you couldn't figure out his release, be perfect with his release, and never miss with him. So A tier for Kwame Brown. DeMarcus Cousins, I'm going to go C tier. Do think he's slightly better than Vlade Divac, but at the end of the day, it's still like the lack of, I don't want to say the lack of defense, the defensive, and it's not a liability, but it's just he's not great defensively. And so I think that's the one thing that is slightly holding me back for DeMarcus Cousins. He is still C tier. Steven Adams at this stage, F tier. He's slow. He's not great. He is a great rebounder, but that's it. Yeah, for week 1, Steven Adams could play. He was fine. At this stage, he is F tier. I don't care. Like, at this stage, there's no reason to be running Steven Adams. Serge Ibaka, he's overrated. I don't care. Serge Ibaka is overrated. You could argue B tier, but I'm going to go C tier. I think especially at the power forward position, or especially at the center position, there's no reason to run Serge. Power forward position, I see it a little bit more, right? Like, I do. I'm not saying he's perfect, but I see it a little bit more at the power forward position. At the center position, really don't see it at all. So, again, am I being too negative? Maybe, but that's where I'm at with Serge Ibaka. C tier. Dikembe Mutombo up next. He can't shoot, right? So he's an inside big that can't shoot, that speed-wise is not great. He's C tier, I guess. Anything over C tier, though, I really don't see it. So I guess that's where I'm at with him. And again, if you guys want to be higher than him, or on him, that's fine. But I just ultimately don't see it with Dikembe. C tier. Week 1, sure. At this stage, no. Naz Reid, it's tough because he's only 6'9". So I think D tier is right. I do like him more than a guy like Vlade Divac, I got to be honest with you. But I do think D tier is the right tier for him. And again, it's not that I don't even want to compare him to Vlade because he walks circles around him. But it's like, I think he's on more of that level than like a Serge Ibaka to Dikembe Mutombo level. So maybe not. Like, you could maybe argue for certain people that you'd prefer Naz to Dikembe if you really hate inside bigs. Like, even for myself, I might. But ultimately, it's just tough because Dikembe is 7'2" and can go out there and compete against everybody. AD up next. This one's another interesting one. Like, it's just so interesting. I think I got to move Giannis up, and I don't even want to move Giannis up, but I think I got to move Giannis up. I think I got to move AD up. I think it's just going to be what it's got to be. And even if I don't love the cards, I feel like I at least need to respect them. And so here y'all go, man. Giannis and AD both S tier. I don't even love it, right? It's not even something I want to put these cards at S tier. It's just like I've got to. I guess A tier or S tier for both those cards. Yao Ming, he's going to go C tier. He's 7'6". I mean, his speed is so troll. But at the end of the day, he's 7'6". I gotta at least somewhat respect it. Like, I know height is not as valuable as it once was. Like, this year it's not as valuable basically at all. Still C tier though. Brittany Griner, she's actually not terrible. Better at the power forward position than the center position. The center position, I'm going C tier. Power forward position, she'd be even higher. KG up next, S tier. I love KG on this game. I know his release is pretty baited, but he does enough for me to ultimately be S tier. Joel Embiid up next, S tier. Probably he is the best center that we've talked about this far. Yes, I like him more than KP. Yes, I like him more than Victor Wembanyama. I don't care what people say. I really do like him that much on this game. Dwight Howard, D12 up next. D12 is solid, right? And here's the hard part. Is he as good as Giannis AD? I think he's on that type of level. And I know his release is not great. And so that's the one thing that's going to hold Dwight back. But it is tough for me not to put him at S tier. Bosh, another card that I think has got to go S tier. And so here's where things got to change. Okay, I can't have all these cards at S tier. So we're going to move some cards down, okay? Because again, I can't have all these cards at S tier. I can't. Willis Reed is going to go down. Dwight's going to go down. I'm trying to think, because I like Jaren more than AD and Giannis. I'm going to leave it like that. I think I like this a little bit more just because, again, S tier is getting way too crazy. And again, I like Willis Reed, but at the end of the day, I think if you're asking me, Ty, Willis Reed or Dwight Howard, I think I've got, for me personally, I think I'd take Dwight. Now, again, maybe not. Maybe not. So I guess, I don't know. I feel like it's troll moving AD down. I feel like it's troll. I'm going to keep him at S tier because I feel like it's troll to move him down. Chris Kaman, F tier. I know you can get Chris Kaman and oh, yeah, he might not be the worst and can be somewhat playable. He's terrible, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit up here and gas a guy that I really do not love at all on this game. And I hope you guys appreciate that. Like, I could sit up here and say, oh, yeah, Chris Kaman's playable. He can do this and that. Let's be honest. Chris Kaman's a trash can. He should never be a Season 2 reward. 2K made him terrible. DeAndre Ayton, A tier. And again, I don't even love Ayton, but he is a solid A tier option for you guys. If you got DeAndre Ayton, you know what I'm talking about. Gonna knock down shots. Gonna play solid defense. I still don't love his release, right? But his player build's good. Defensively, they made him really solid. And so, as far as an overall card, I think you've got to go A tier with DeAndre Ayton. Not S tier, but A tier. Şengün, I think Ayton's better than Şengün. But I still think Şengün is deserving of being A tier. So, again, I gotta be honest, I do think Ayton's probably slightly better than Şengün, but both cards are ultimately deserving of being the same tier. A tier for Şengün as well, just a little bit slower. Hakeem Olajuwon, S tier, no real ifs, ands, or buts about it. The closest card that you guys can have to Joel Embiid on this game. Now, I still will hold true to the fact that I think Joel Embiid's the better option, the better card right now. But again, Hakeem is close. Hakeem is really, really good on this game. Pat Ewing, one of the most underrated cards we're going to talk about today, B tier. I don't care. People can hate on 2K and hate on the event all they want. Pat Ewing, MPJ, Zachary Richardson, all of these cards are solid cards that you guys could get for absolutely free. And I haven't even talked about OG Anunoby. Like, the event was a W for no money spent players, and that's all I've really got to say on it. Like, Pat Ewing can obviously play some ball. Mitchell Robinson, I like Pat Ewing more than Mitchell Robinson. I'm going C tier with Mitchell Rob. I don't see it with him at all. I think stat-wise, he's mid. I think badge-wise, he's mid. I don't necessarily love the fact that he can't shoot either. I'm going C tier for Mitchell Robinson. I just really do not see it with the card. That is going to wrap it up for our center tier list today. Let me know your guys' thoughts on it. I know I have a lot of people at S tier. I don't necessarily love it, but you guys can let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I love Bosh. I love Sigma, so I'm biased for those cards. But if you had to move someone down from S tier, who would it be? Let me know. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.